Hello, welcome. I'm back for more of my weekend of Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn story mode. We've made it to Hoke Manor so far. My aim is to try and get to Titan hopefully today, so I'm going to do a stream until I at least get past Titan. I don't know how long it'll take me, but we'll see how far we get, basically. And we'll just jump straight into it. Luckily, being a solo healer means my dungeon queues are normally pretty fast. But then it is also earlier in the day. Hopefully not too long. Well, I want it to be a nice long stream, but hopefully it won't take us too long to get to Titan, and then we can sort of continue past Titan into more of the story behind. But as it stands, my current goal is at least reaching Titan. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's a long wait time. It says less than 5 minutes. However, we have not found anyone immediately. Oh, there we go. Longest wait time I've had so far. And it took all of 1, maybe 2 minutes. Solo healing is a very quick endeavour. Timing. Timing indeed. Spooky castle fly through. I also love the Hoke Manor music. It's great. Cut in the choir. Oh, they're not touching anything. There we go. Heal on them, and quickly put the key, and then drop another heal on them. Nice and simple. Okay. Taking a lot of damage. Lucky I've got Cure 2, so we can easily keep on top of it. Last time I've had to pop Lucid Dream this entire game. Nice and simple. Yeah, tiny key for tiny me. As far as I can tell, the storm hasn't gotten any worse. So we should be okay. I also noticed that we didn't pick up the key in the last room. join in the fighting in this one. There's not like 12 enemies hitting the boss. Hitting our tank. Our tank is the boss for our team. We have the biggest health pool and the rest of us protect them. We may as well be the boss. Also, I'm suddenly realising that the other thing I forgot to do was put on the headband. Sure. I'm not getting a chance to put my headband on. I have to do this entire dungeon with no headband on. Don't worry, we can keep on top of it. There we go, they're picking up all the tiny keys. I think I can keep up with the tank. I did have a good morning. How was your morning, Shadow? Oh gosh. That's this. I'm glad you've had an alright morning so far. Well, I suppose morning's finished, so I'm glad you had an alright morning. glad you like my model. I put a lot of random little details into it. I'm going to quickly put my headband on, which means my model might glitch out a little bit. And a lot of rustling noise. There we go. I finally got the opportunity. There we go. I can wiggle my ears properly now. And go to the little loop list while we're in a not so important fight. Now we get a cutscene, which hopefully we'll get to actually interact with the boss this time. Oh, the ears are rigged to my eyebrows. So you can see on my model when I raise and lower my eyebrows, my ears go up and down. But it means when my when my fringe is down, it ends up kind of making them less responsive. Good, no one got hit by the petrification. It also seems like they didn't really need me in this fight at all. They're doing fine healing on their own. What wonderful heal. Charm effect. Uh-oh, I didn't turn quite quick enough. Help! I'm frozen. Okay. I did it. Just really quickly recalibrate. Now that I've put my fringe up. There we go. There we go. I finally get to give out a commendation. Normally people leave too quickly for me to do so. Ooh, favourite genre of books. A few books I really like. See, I more read graphic novels rather than books, but I do like interesting fantasy books. So like, I really like the American Gods series. I really like Terry Pratchett books. That sort of stuff. I forgot that I should probably be reading this. Just ignoring this reading. There's multiple Ascians of different heights. Ascian of the 12th staff. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. Ascian of the 12th sword. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire 1 crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable? Yep, that's the word. It took me a second to pass that. Irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength from Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. And if we teleport away, fare you well, bringer of light. It's me, Lightbringer, little mouse from the forest. And then it dumps me back outside again. Oof. Did we get some good loot? Ooh, we got some mana, equipment, and a ring. I'm going to be wearing this until I get back to town, which is exactly where I'm going right now, so I'll just do my quick return. To the town! Little bit of load time, unfortunately. There we go. Now we can re-glamour over the top. And then wait for everything to load in. There we go. Better. There we go. A sandal. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. So she went so far as to consult with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe that they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abattoir? Sure, to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Yes. See something, say something. It's important. Report to Minfilia. Another opportunity to use our Vespa Bay Aether tickets, now that we've got so many of them. I forgot to check if my hunt log had anything in that area. Oh well, it'll be fine. I need to make sure that I keep on top of my hunt log, because I keep forgetting it. Oh right, we've only got Bloodshaw. And then these ones are various Tanland locations, Sandgate, East Shroud Bramble Patch, which I forgot to do again, and Coerthus. Oh, somehow I ran past the door. I've had to turn round to go through the door that I had already accidentally ran through. I'm Ophelia. Take a little sip of drink there. Welcome back, Tegan. Full glad am I to see that you safely return. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn to the Twelveswood? Okay, so what I did... Two of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taught us. It is beyond doubt, then, the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of our encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear that it is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. And we get another treasure coffer with another weapon in it. Maybe closer to our level, but probably not. 28. It's still going to be way below our level. Oh, and it's a wand and a shield anyway. I don't like using wands and shields, I prefer the staffs. Wrath of the Titan. We're in the quest line. Ooh, prepare myself for several voices.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Or they can voice act it themselves.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation.
I thought they were going to get really accusatory then. It's just they know exactly how devastating kobolds can be. Turn towards me. It's like, I'm not a kobold. I'm a mouse. We're not the same.
There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvib hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Which brings us to the matter at hand. I don't think I
Unlike
can do quite as
Ifrit,
good justice.
we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst.
Expect the worst.
The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched.
She has a lot of wisps into her speech patterns.
A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you.
My steel must needs speak for me, as I look at my staff over my shoulder that's there going, who, me? It's like, yes, little staff, you.
No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Yestola, can we, Minfilia?
Good bit of Talus and Jaffe. No one can complain.
May I ask that of you, Yestola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
No problem at all, Shadow. You definitely have more important things to be doing, but I'm glad that you enjoy watching.
And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be.
I like that they only wanted
You
to
will be
voice act
apprised
2
of the
people in this
tactical
cutscene. 3
situation
people
when
in this
you reach
cutscene.
the sailor's ward.
Like the rest of them, no responses. They just nod and thumbs up because too much voice acting.
Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Nosia. Oh, there we go. I managed to reach the door handle. We're okay. Yeah, we just got Minfilia, Y'shtola, and Thancred talking in that cutscene, and everyone else was mute. Can't have too many voice actors in every cutscene, otherwise we won't be able to afford voice actors. We either go to Laosia straight away or we go and do the hunt first. We'll be able to come back for it. The Grand Company ones I can do at any time. We've got plenty of time for that. Not Grand Company, one's a free company. No, it is Grand Company. Confusing myself there. Yacht Castle. Me just pretending to work for the Maelstrom, running up to the desk and being like, hello, let me get a promotion. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. Unless you are the guest we were told to expect. Forgive me, madam. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers to Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for the fell primal. Everybody salute. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, Deacon. On behalf of Limsa Laminsa, I thank your heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning. High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Tegan personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagan and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is it the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we now turn to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're right, yet the situation is far more from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the thalassocracy? Sure, I guess it's sea politics. Did not the I still can't say it. Make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed. And was it not the Laminsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already, we have observed disruptions from the flow of aether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, Deegan? Exactly. Every time I say Titan, it's just Eren Yeager. Spoilers, I guess? It's fine. You have my thanks. Along with the full support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. That the Kobold should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict before we meet Titan in the field. However, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The Company of Heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed by the Greyfleet Mills in Lower Lanosia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhaps you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. True, not really spoilers. And I'm not going to sing any more of it than that. Mapping the realm, Lower Lanosia, because I have not left Limsa yet in this area. I've had no reason to leave Limsa, therefore I have not left Limsa. And I hop on Matilda and ride away. Whee! Be good and stick to the path. Also forget that it's technically quicker to go the other way. If you have quick loading times, that is, which my loading times might be slower because I'm streaming as well. Either way, we've made the choice and we're sticking to it. Is there a reason between the colour change of my hair? You mean the blue to pink? It's because I'm a bubblegum mouse. Like bubblegum curler bottles. Oh god, singing. There might be an ABBC time rhyming scheme, but I cannot make sense of it if there is. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a great old time. Find your lass of three. Oh, I guess it's a ABCB? Sure. You gonna say something, adventurer, or just keep staring? Huh? You want to know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Tractum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? How did you kill Titan? And thank you for the blue dye, I guess. Ha ha ha! So you want to hear a tale of how the company heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus? The little monkey guy from Final Fantasy 9? It's 9, isn't it? 6? 9? I don't remember. I think it was 9. I could be wrong though. I haven't played many Final Fantasy games. And when he hit your girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Oh, just like that. Oi! Oh, he just stepped back into the table. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a god's damn hero, I'll have you know. The people round here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we use to beat old Titus. Well too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favour and kill those rats Kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here. Aye, do that, then we'll talk. Go kill some rats for me. Can do. But as I'm going to be doing some killing, we'll get Matilda with us. Because she loves rat hunting. But not mouse hunting. We are good friends. Oops. Okay. Rat King. That's just a big rat. I should have muted myself there. Sorry about that. A sneeze snuck up on me. I needed to sneeze. But I definitely should have muted myself rather than just kind of sitting there for a second. Yeah? So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Save me the hassle of... Ah, never mind. Hungry, hungry gaboos. What? You're still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venturer, it was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do. But unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard... Foof. Foof at you. Foof. I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'd need to be capable of slaying, say, a gaboo. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick, as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand and look out in case a gaboo comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Pretty suspicious if you ask me. It seems like one's already been here. Oh, look, there it is. Found you. Ah. It's not the AoE. That was me a second ago. Just getting you to run errands, exactly. We're just doing fetch quests for them. You again. Then that gaboo that was harassing the millers... The millers is dead. Didn't think you had it in you, adventurer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. Still, I'm not sure I should tell you our secrets. Because you haven't got any secrets. There are no secrets. Also, why has he got a chocobo stamped on his cheek? I only just realised that. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew a... Tractor. You in here drinking again? If you are, that gaboo had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have my word on that. Cleaved the beast's skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Is it Tractum who slew that gaboo, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenary who slew that bastard Titus. Foof. I didn't catch that one quick enough. Big foof, that man. And foof me for saying it. Foof. See, he's got the big foof stamp over him. Foof. Yeah. See, Titus is what me and the lads used to call him. Nope. Foof that man as well. Skipping over that part dialogue. Tractum, if you didn't slay that gaboo, you may consider your contract revoked. Yeah. Maybe you should do your own work. Get other people to run your little errands. Silly person. We're going to have a match to see who can destroy a boulder quicker. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be judged the Gaboo Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, the hell's with it. Let the contest begin. All I gotta do is kill this boulder quicker than he kills that boulder. And I'm gonna do that by adding more boulders to it. Perfect strategy, I see no flaw in it. Keep using boulders on the boulder to break the boulder with my boulder. I don't care if I break it out right, as long as I can time it right. And we have no problem. Ah, I didn't time it right. Using a bomb. That's not going to work. You need stones to break stones, not explosives. Clearly, stones are just the most efficient way of breaking rocks. See? See? Bomb hasn't even gone off. Oh god, 5 seconds to self-destruct. I guess it's self-destructed. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief. Please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. Honest I have. Save your blabbering. Save your blubbering, Tractum. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I keep getting turned away by all the folks I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was in Costa del Sol, and there was a grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was the captain of the company of heroes, I finally understood why. So I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, so I, look, his name was Whisket, alright? Wisecat? Wisecat. He is called Wisecat. Perfect. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus. Still getting it completely wrong. And whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. Oh, it's only fair. Yeah, sure. Yes, wise cat. He is a wise cat. And I'm going to go talk to the wise cat, and he's going to tell me how to beat Titan. Matilda, how do I beat Titan? That's not helpful. Getting friends is obviously going to work. Matilda's too wise a cat. But while we run through this bit, we've got penguins to beat up. Flying sardine. I request, please, no flying sardine. No, I've been sardined. Oh, someone else is killing them all as well. It might make finding this last one a bit difficult. Oh, never mind, they ran off. I have been sardined. Difficulty rank unlocked. So, now what's at the top of my new level of hunting log? Lindworms in Central Shroud. And then South Shroud, Upper Lanacea, Bronze Lake. Not too far from that. East Lanacea, Southern Fanland, Central Shroud, East Lanacea, and then Coerthus. And more Shroud and more Coerthus. Cool. I can stick to the path. Honest. I can attempt to stick to the path and just not do it all the time. Welcome to Costa del Sol. Ignore the fog, it's honestly a very nice beach area. Beautiful beach resort. Just don't mind the horrendous fog that's here for some reason. Wise cat. I brought sardines for you. They were thrown at me by some penguins. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? Wait. Firstly, that's probably not what his voice sounds like. Secondly, I want him to be a cat. Cat voice. Cat voice. This might take a while. A cat voice. Other than just adding Nyan to stuff, I don't know what to do with it for a cat voice. I guess I've been doing cat voices for cat people the whole time. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? There we go. That's what it's going to be. We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending on us. You fancy yourself heroes, then? Just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. long have I laboured for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with the powers that protect her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it would not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. Let my inner cat out. But then I'll just wander off stream, go get something to eat, and then regret it afterwards. You are passionate, I'll grant you that, and you deserved better than the greetings I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogomro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gigeruju's estate. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogomoro. I mean, the front door is probably the better idea. I know where it is. I could just walk in there. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember the fate of Limsa Lominsa hangs in the balance. No problem, Y'shtola. I will do my best. And also hit level 40. Woo! Ethereal shift. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's a dash. Nice. I'm going to put my dash up there. Yeah, we'll put the dash there. Or maybe we put the dash over here. Maybe we put the dash over there. Ooh, pretty. It's a pretty dash. I approve. Green wind, carry me. Nix that. Master Gigeruju's requests can be more demanding than you realise. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. I don't have any herring. I've got sardines, but no herrings. Do you think it will mind? Slay the Nyx and return it to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. We'll see if the sardines work from earlier. Oh no, I'm going to have to swim over there. Or come back up here, jump off the other side, and then run. Yeah. My legs! Oh, ramen would be so good. Oh, I'll just put down this herring that is definitely a herring and not a sardine that was thrown at me. And then I will eat it again. Oh, no, I'm going to hide over here in the bushes. Nothing suspicious going on. deflated Nick. Oh, no. I did all the wrong moves there. I was trying to dash. I just pressed all the wrong buttons. I need to learn where it is properly. I got 5 skins but no leg, but luckily I have the leg, so I'll just take that back with me. Well, did you deal with the nicks? There you go, I skinned the leg for you. Lest you think me overcautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Ooh. You get a glamour prison. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegeruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Tegan, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accomplished with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you to travel to the South Shroud and speak to Landonel? Yep, Landonel at Camp Tranquil. Oh, good, I can do my level 40 quest while I'm there. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe that you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Sorry, wise cat. I'll do what you told me. I'll go to the South Shroud and I'll become a chef. I don't really know when I'm collecting ingredients. I'll become delivery person. I will do fetch quest for you, much like I did fetch quest for the last person. Many fetch quest. Oh, rain again. Blue Badger Gate. With a lovely blue badger over the top. Definitely a badger. Definitely not a raccoon. Anyway. Oh, it's not raining here. That means we can ride Matilda instead of taking our umbrella. It was Central Shroud for my first one. I'm heading in the wrong direction for it, but I could have done it on my way. It's very silly. The Chocobo theme song? Yeah, the Chocobo theme song is going to be stuck in everyone's head forever. It lives rent-free in mine. Sorry, stags and antelopes. I've got no time. I need to rush. I've got ingredients to collect for the wise cat. Go. While I'm here, I'll do this little task. Ooh, gets me Cure 3. Tegan, I owe you an apology. When last we spoke, I promised that I would find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intently refused to heed my words. Why, the more I tried to reason with him, the more he shuts his ears to me. All pride and no common sense, that one. I can scarce believe we are kin. So intent is he to prove that you are unneeded, that he dashed out into the forest all alone, boasting that he would placate every last elemental to save the forest all by himself. Needless to say, such a task is far beyond his power. There is a part of me that would like nothing more than to see the foolish boy learn his lesson, and yet, as his sister, I fear for him. Would you go look after him, Tegan? Seedseer or no, he is in many ways still a child, and the forest grows ever more unsafe these days. I thought to go myself. Ignore that one. I thought to go myself, but if you were to save my brother from his own recklessness, perhaps he might finally see how fatuous he has been. When last I spoke with him, he announced his intentions to begin his efforts in the bramble patch. With any luck, you may still find him there. Now please go in haste before some ill fate befalls him. The bramble patch is quite a long way to run. Just do a quick teleport over to the shroud. It'll be fine. I'm just spending a little bit of money. I'm getting plenty, so we're okay. If I remember correctly, I have to kill I have some hunt to do in the East Shroud as well, which should be off in this direction. I think the hunt enemies are going to be this way, whereas my quest is the other way. So I'll go do the hunt enemies first very quick, then I'll go back and do my job quest. Oh, they're in a fate. But that somehow makes my job slightly easier. I can do the fate at the same time. Or attempt to do it. I only have 9 minutes for the fate. finished the hunt. I made 0 progress with the fate as well because it had to beat up the tempered ones. So specific enemies. They're all up on this hill. Very simple to beat this fate. I guess if you're actually at this level it'd be difficult. I've got my chocolate, and I've got my healing magic, I'm self-safe. So it's nice and simple. I also like I'm getting sidetracked from my sidetrack of my sidetrack. Like I'm meant to be doing the story quest to Titan, but then I also get sidetracked by doing my job quest. And I'm getting sidetracked from my job quest to do this hunt, and then I'm doing a fate because I was in the same area as the hunt. A lot of sidetracks to fall into. I'm surprised I'm still riding the same train of thought. If it isn't my sister's favourite adventurer, come to show me up, have you? Well, you can march right back and tell my sister that I am doing just fine. I'm only resting. Even if I were hurt and I'd be unable to placate this tree, what could a run-of-the-mill adventurer like you do about it? Sort out the tree myself? Sort out the tree myself. Well, there we go. In there. Oh. Make sure I'm staying alive. Watch over me, Matilda. Good. Beginner's luck. If you think healing a sapling or two is going to convince me that you are a worthy inheritor of the teachings of Master Atoa, Aaron, you yourself do not believe those words. Sister, what are you doing here? Seeing to my pig-headed brother's safety, what do you think I'm doing? For better or worse, it would appear you suffer only from bruises to your leg and your pride. Aaron, for your obstinacy, I know that deep down you are no fool. No, you are wise beyond your years. You realize as well as I that the dire fate that will befall Gridania if we do not quell the Great One's fury and restore peace to the wood. The adventurer is not Pajal, this is true, but what of it? Would you blindly trumpet tradition at as the very forest turns against us and brings ruin to our home? We have a greater calling to answer, you know this. I do, sister. Silly. Bonk. Oh, my dear Aaron, what are sisters for if not to forgive their little brothers' fits of folly? Now, Tegan, I believe the most important task of all still awaits us. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. No problem. Yep. That's not quite the same, because that's the only one I've unlocked. That's silly. Yes, that's where I'm going. I still didn't do the Camp Tranquil crystal. I was like, oh, I'll do it next time I go there. And then I went there and didn't do it, and then went there again. Still didn't do it. I've been there 3 times now, and I still haven't unlocked the crystal. Which means we're going to have to ride over there again. Oh, full spin again. Don't know why I exited town that way. I was trying to stick to the path, and I just exited town at a really odd direction. Getting stuck on rocks now too. Okay, before I forget, I'm going to go and unlock the crystal. There we go. Now we can go ahead in this quest. Tegan, thank you. I knew it was only a matter of time before Aaron came around to reason, and yet his hesitance to accept you was not entirely unfounded. When we first met, I promised that one day I would share with you the tale of how white magic came to be regarded as a forbidden art. Well, I suppose this is as good a day as any for the retelling. The tale begins some 3 millennia ago as in the fifth astral era. It was the time of the endless frost, when a barren wasteland of snow and rime stretched as far as the eye could see. Food was scarce and warmth scarcer. The histories hold many a grim tale of those who died in their beds, starving and benumbed. Benumbed? Yep. So did our ancestors discover magic, born out of the most fundamental instinct, survival. In time, the winter thawed, the magic was no longer essential for survival, but once awakened to its convenience, there was no returning to how things once were. Ere long, the people discovered all the myriad ways in which magic could be employed, and civilizations flourished. But prosperity breeds contempt, and nations warred for power and riches. So did the people seek greater and greater power, to rain destruction down upon their enemies. So was born black magic, the most devastating form of sorcery the world had seen. At the same time, another form of magic emerged, brought forth by those who would keep this immense destructive power in check. That is white magic, our magic. Does this surprise you? Just as there can be no dawn without the night, the white and black are but 2 sides of the same coin. War raged on, and magic was used and abused with little concern for the consequences. And consequences there were. Unchecked use of magic soon dried the flow of aether, threatened to bring blight to the land. The magic of healing? It made little difference. If used with no concern for the aether, our magic could prove as ruinous to the land as the most devastating black magic spell. And so it was that the practicing of white magic was forbidden, with one exception. The Pajal. Our kind were entrusted as sole shepherds of the now forbidden art, to serve as healers and bringers of peace while ensuring that this great power would never again be misused. Though he is still young, Auron feels a profound sense of responsibility as strongly as any of us, thus his hesitance to accept you. But having seen your abilities and the sincerity of your intentions, you can rest assured his doubts have been dispelled. With the three of us united in place and purpose, and your skills ever growing, the day we may perform the quieting draws near. To our fortune, the Great One has not yet been entirely consumed by fury, but our time remains short. To commune with the Great One and restore the Twelveswood to its former state of harmony, we must truly be one of heart, one of mind. It is to this end that Atoa Kant has guided you to us. Further your mastery of our art, Tegan, and let us mend the wounds of the wood together. Yeah, history lesson from magic users. Floorboards. And I now have Cure 3, so I can move the Sooner over there, Cure 3 over here. Yeah. I might actually do a little jump around of these so that I have regen on this same bar. That might do better. Whee! Means my dash is more accessible. Landonel. Did you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Tegan. The ingredients you'll seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you to get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Give me the information. Where's the egg? Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Travelling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. The toe here being a rare exception. She's just stood in the background like, what do you mean rare exception? This is the first time hearing about you killing a bunch of people. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, foof, gambling, and all the other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. A very violent individual. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you'll live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay your hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Tegan. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Does he really think so little of me? Ouch. Melee. Come on, Matilda, we've got a tortoise to beat. Oh, I laid my hands on it. Now I feel bad. Doing a really bad job of keeping the peace, like a white mage should be doing. I'm just here like, no, I'm just going to take this egg and kill its mum and then scramble it, I guess. Feed to some important people who are visiting a beach house resort. I thought you might have a good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. I got the egg for you. Yeah, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanlan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Udo Nun. Yep. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Deacon. South Thanlan. I think I just need to start teleporting at this bit because there's a lot of travelling around. The closest I have to Forgotten Springs is Little Alamigo. But also, I have a hunt nearby that I've forgotten about. Similar to the one in the East Shroud, I have one at Sandgate, so I'm going to quickly go up in that direction. And then I'll go back down and continue my story. Sidetracking for hunts. Everywhere I go. Because we've got this one. East Thanlan Sandgate. Amalja Javelineers. And I forgot a bunch of these. I could have done that while I was there. Oh. Okay. Sandworms. To make sure I get sandworms. Yeah. And that's the only one in that area. So we'll beat up these Amaljas. And then we'll go beat up some sandworms on our way to doing this other quest. Ooh. The hunter just sliding sideways out of the from behind the fence. Nice and simple. Now we go back to Forgotten Springs. We can take out some sandworms and go find Udanun. What? Udanun? I don't know. Who I think actually is a cat, as opposed to Wise Cat, who is not a cat. enjoying the nice riding music. Ooh. Enemies around here being higher level than I am. Little bit worrying. But it does mean that I'm catching up to my actual level in my story missions. Maybe. No, level 30. I'm still 10 levels behind myself. This is just an area that I don't think I was meant to run through, because I think I was meant to take the underpass to the Forgotten Springs. But that's fine. Oh, it's the dapper zombies. Oh, someone's just flying off. There we go, Forgotten Springs. Took a bit of a roundabout route, but I made it. And I need to make sure I interact with the crystal. Ooh, they've put loads more greenery here as well. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Wisecat sent to me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, he rolls his R's. That's what the long R's are about. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Make sure I roll all my R's when he does. That's going to be an interesting affectation. Hello, Blaze. How are you today? The perfect prey. Persistent bugger. Well, we're very well. Let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle. There's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain the Adamantoise egg. However, that was naught more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. I guess that's how cat families, politics work. Hierarchies. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying my voice work. I've been doing some very odd stuff with it. I hope you enjoy work, and thank you for popping in before you go. I'm glad you managed to get some sleep, which is good. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory, that's a weird place to put a rolling R, goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert. See, why would you not put a rolling R there? Across the desert. Sounds so much better than across the desert. To the east lies an Amalja encampment. Maybe I should just roll every R. Should I just roll every R? Is that something I should do? Across the desert. No, that's weird. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells an... no, but the word warrior is very weird if you roll every R. Renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. Oh, a rolling R is when you do roll your R's. It's a lot of like tongue clicking, effectively. And when you roll your R's, that I should not roll an R on the word R's, because that makes it a different word, and then I would have to foof myself. Foof to me rolling my own R's. Like cat sounds, yeah. Basically purring noises on R's. Almost like a kind of dog growl as well. It's weird. You can do a lot with it. Rolling an R is good for pronunciation, but it is also very aristocratic sounding. This will be your test to draw... see, now I've lost it now. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veterans. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring me his necklace. Okay. Yeah, I'm currently on the run up to Titan. We are collecting ingredients for Wise Cat. That in there is not Wise Cat. That in there is a weird person. Wise Cat is not even a cat as well. But we're making some progress. I don't know why I went this way out of town. Come on, Matilda, away we go. Off across. Lalas do run so fast. Zoom! Let's see, real zoom. Zoom! I have a hunt to kill some sandworms, so I'll do it while I'm here. Nice AoE you got. Yeah, White Mage has a dash now. I never used to have a dash. So when I got it a couple of levels ago, I was like, ooh, dash! And realised I put it in completely the wrong place. Oh, free company invite to Bomba with a little cat. It's just called Boom. There are 5 players. New players are welcome. Friendly English-speaking FC who just wants to have a good time. But unfortunately, I'm not joining an FC at the moment, so... Yeah, the Reaper Dash is very cool. Reaper Dash is a good dash. I'm trying to think what other good dashes there are. Like, I still like Peloton as the OG speed boosting. I know it's not technically a dash. I should have joined them. No! I must lone soldier this whole thing. I'm just a little mouse. I'm running to the wrong place. I forgot I meant to go down here. Me and Matilda are going to beat up these warriors. Yeah, or just being ninja because they run faster. It's very true. Ooh, I know what my favourite dash is. It's Pictomancer's, obviously. The Pictomancer dash with the big paint slide. Got to be my favourite. Yeah, get him, Matilda. And then we get to run back through the desert. I don't think there was anything else in this area. Nope. No other hunts in this area. Ooh, you've been fishing recently. Got to level 99. So close. You're almost 100. I'll get there eventually, but starting again from scratch means I've only got this one class and then my beginner culinarian. One more ocean trip. Yeah. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Yep, here's the necklace. 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It'll make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent? Or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. Good. Where's the ingredients? A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will make it upon your map. I will mark it upon your map. Make it upon your map? I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Especially considering I'm about the same size as these things that I'm killing to feed this worm. Uh-oh, I'm going to get eaten by a worm. Much as if we're playing the Dune game. Sandworms. See, look, they're bigger than I am. This is what I'm feeding the worm. But they're bigger than I am. Spooky stuff. Weirdly, it doesn't want me to kill that one, though. It wants me to kill one of these ones. Not Dune Angler, just regular Angler. Now we get to run up the dune, but not up that bit because that bit's too steep. There we go, pop the angler carcass right here. Let me just move off a little distance and wait for it to appear. There we go. As I defend the worm, the angler body. No, I've been eaten whole. I'm dead now. But see? Eaten whole. Help! Back across the desert dunes. We get to listen to this song a lot while I run around. Standing on a nimbus cloud. Yeah, this song will be in everybody's sleep. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Yep. Your skill as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Tegan. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wisecat. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain your third ingredient. I regret to say that I know naught of its location. Yep. You should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wisecat's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him from me. Yes, those gloves are better than my gloves. My mount speed is increased in Danline. Hooray! The captain was always fond of his brandy wine. Bridge? Brandy wine Buckleberry Ferry? I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. My mouth's too dry to do R rollings at the moment. Drink. Ah, Wisecat was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert to moulder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Tegan. I will. We now have to go back to Costa del Sol. I'm just going to use my teleport. I'm not using my tickets though. Still saving those. When it's such a long distance travel, it's much easier just to teleport. Wisecat, I did it. I completed 2 parts of your ingredient gathering. Well met, Tegan. Landaniel and Udo Non both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? I got some wine for you. Just because I said that, you tried to roll your R's. Was it successful or not so much? Ah, my favourite. I shall have to thank none personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenald this time to obtain it. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, yeah, no, I learned somehow successful. Yeah, rolling your R's is fairly successful as long as you have, like, enough moistness in your mouth. Which I know is a weird thing to think about, but it's like, yeah. It's weird.